Hello there, Pamela Nance Lee here, wellness coach, back to talk to you today about Happy New You 2022. Creating a life that you love. This is my second video in a 6-week series, and this week what I want to talk to you about is misery stabilizers. I got that term from Terry Real, who's a relational therapy couples therapist. I love his work. If you haven't heard of him, I mean, his work is beyond incredible. So anyways, he talks about misery stabilizers, and it's really appropriate to this Happy New You 2022, because if you are practicing one or more misery stabilizers, then you are not really focused in on what is no longer working in your life so that you can take care of that and create a life that you love, which is the work that I do, helping women to create a life that they love. So what the heck is a misery stabilizer? Anyways, well, a misery stabilizer is something that you do. It's either a process or a substance to make your life tolerable. Let me give you some examples. Very stressful job. You come home, pour yourself a couple glasses of wine every night so that you can tolerate the stress of that job. Overeating, you have needs that are not being met. It could be in your relationship, it could be in your job, it could be in the home environment. There's so many places where we have needs that go unmet, and instead of dealing with those head on, we use, say, food as a misery stabilizer. Maybe you're with the kids all day long, you don't have a break, and instead of hiring some help or asking someone to take them sometimes, or getting out for a walk on your own, you end up going to the pantry and eating half a package of Oreos. There are also misery stabilizers such as gambling, compulsive gambling, pornography, shopping is a huge one. Even exercising can be a misery stabilizer. Exercising is very helpful, but if you're overdoing it and you're using it to escape, say, a bad relationship or a roommate situation you can't tolerate, or running from something, then you are using it in a way that's compulsive. So identifying these misery stabilizers, because really what we want to do when we are having troubles, say we're having troubles in a relationship, is that we want to confront those issues and take care of them, maybe even getting help on them. Or if we have a job that we're not happy with and we know we have to have a conversation with our boss, or it's time to start looking for a new job, or we need to go to HR about something, but we're not confronting it and we're doing one of these other processes, then we're keeping ourselves from really learning and growing and seeking deep contentment and peacefulness and joy with our lives. So identifying these misery stabilizers and where you reach for them, and not judging yourself about it, because this is the thing. It's like, if you're judging yourself and getting down on yourself, that's just going to keep you in that vicious cycle of not feeling good about yourself, and that feeds into this energy of I need some relief. It's like a pressure valve. A pressure valve that's, just a little, I'm just going to go to that pornography site. I'm just going to spend some more money. I'm having an affair. I'm just going to have another affair. You're already, if you're judging yourself critically about it and you're in a lot of shame about it, that's not the place where you are going to reach for help, or the place where you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to stop drinking every night after work until I pass out, because what I really need to look at is why I am not happy in my relationship, or why I'm not happy in my job, or why these kids are driving me crazy, or why I feel overwhelmed with my life. So identifying the misery stabilizers is the very first place you need to go. And as I mentioned, I'll just sort of summarize them. You could do anything compulsively, but really the big ones are drugs, alcohol, food, sex, gambling, exercise, shopping. I think those are the big ones. I mean, like I said, you can do anything compulsively where you're trying to escape, you're trying to relieve some pressure. So looking at that and just being really honest with yourself and then stopping it. And if you need to, going to a 12-step program. There are 12-step programs now for drinking, for smoking, for overeating, for sex and love addiction. I mean, 12-step programs are a great place to go, even if you don't want to call yourself an alcoholic or a drug addict. I mean, the processes that they offer, the 12 steps, are amazing recovery and very spiritual processes that everyone could benefit from. So that's the first place you need to go, is to look at stopping these misery stabilizers. Some people call them buffers, so that you can really then have a clear look at what's going on in your life that's not working. What needs are not being met? What are you tolerating that you shouldn't be tolerating? What boundaries do you need to set in order for you to enjoy and feel contentment and to love the life that you are living in? And knowing that the life you are living in, it is possible to grow it and to love it and to find meaning and fulfillment out of this life. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, ending the misery stabilizers. And my next video, I'm going to talk to you about our needs and how we sidestep those and how we don't look at those and how we can start bringing our needs into our awareness and find healthy ways to get them met. Thank you so much for tuning in. Check out my website, Bloom From Within Wellness. I offer one-on-one coaching, and I would love to work with you. So I hope to hear from you soon. Take care.